studio guest tonight, and it's Gabriel Curran. Sorry about getting your name wrong, mate.
It's okay.
Good to have you here.
I'll let you off.
That's all right then. So we're off to a good start. Welcome to BCFM. Nice to have you here.
Cheers, Neil. Thanks for letting me on.
It's a pleasure, mate.
Let me out the cave.
Yeah, the cave. Yeah, I understand you've been doing a bit of remixing. Mixing today.
I've been working on a song at the moment, a new Allflaws song called Interference. Really, it's straight out the studio. Really, it's kind of raw. It's probably going to sound a bit rough around the edges, but I think that's what live radio is about. So I thought bring it in straight out.
Well, just proved it, haven't I?
Well, yeah, but I think it's good just to it's all about being spontaneous and impulsive. So I thought bring the latest bit of material in, and that's straight out of the studio. So it's kind of a rough mix. It's a studio session featuring a guest vocalist called Johnny Vallon. So yeah, see what you think.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Now I know you've been. You've been around, obviously, since you were born, but you've been Allflaws.
I'm getting on a bit now.
You've been Allflaws since 2004.
Yeah, that's the name, yeah. So.
How did it all start? And more importantly,
oh my God.
where did you choose such a great name from? Because names are hard for artists.
The name was spontaneous. It was just out having a drink, really, and it was kind of the name was kind of I suppose a bit of a reaction against everything being perfect. Hence the word Allflaws. I think everything. A lot of commercial music has all that perfection thing going on. And I find I just kind of thought have something which is kind of a reaction to that. So the name came about from that really, and that was just out drinking, just a spontaneous thing. And it started in 2004 basically just because I was actually DJing, and I was doing that for quite a few years. I was doing all the battle DJing, the competitions and stuff. And really, I just wanted to get into production and making music. So the progression for me from DJing was just to get into production. So production was the next step. I was actually writing lyrics at the time, kind of poetry. So it was really just to make my own music from 2004 onwards, was to get into production and kind of and recording the vocals.
And essentially what we hear on the website and what we hear in MySpace and stuff, everything has more or less been done by your fans.
I pretty much do. I do everything from the design or the graphics. I work on the music videos. All the production, the lyrics, pretty much the whole lot really. I think it's nice to do everything because you feel like you've got some direction with it and you've got control over it. But it's a lot of hard work, but I think it's worth it overall.
Yeah, it's obviously a lot of hard work. I mean, it's hard work that seems to be paying off, and you seem to have a following. You were telling me about the amount of followers you've got on Twitter and MySpace,
it's going well.
Quite extraordinary.
Yeah,
really.
No, it's good. Yeah, I think it's like tapping into the whole kind of internet thing, and I think that's kind of revolutionised the way you kind of propagate and get your material out there. I think maybe 10 years ago I wouldn't maybe have the interest in my music because I think.
Well, I guess the alternative would have been constantly gigging, which would have been harder, which would have been much more. Yeah. I mean, with your sound and the things that you do, getting live tours organised is obviously quite a lot. Definitely, very logistically difficult. I would have thought.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely the next stage is to go back onto the gig circuit. But I've definitely been concentrating on the last kind of 2 years, just primarily on kind of the other sides of promotion, like the physical promotion, kind of flyers, posters, but obviously the internet, the prevalence of the internet is just immense, and I think a lot of people are capitalising on it through obviously things like YouTube, MySpace, the Twitters, all those, the Facebooks, all those sorts of mediums are so powerful. So yeah.
Well, I told you this interesting fact. The very first thing I ever did on BCFM was play one of your songs.
I can't believe it. You must be mad.
Well, funny enough, the song's called Escaping Sanity.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Tell us a little bit about the song before we play it.
Well, I suppose...
For what you remember. How old is it now? It's 2010, is it?
It's probably, 2009, 2007. Yeah. When I wrote the lyrics and the concept was 2009, 2000, yeah. So, I mean, it's just about the whole thing of, I think with kind of being... our perception of sanity, I think, is kind of like, in a way, it's that thing of trying to break away from sanity, because in a way that confines us, and being self-conscious, and that's all kind of related to being to being sane. And I think to be truly liberated, tapping into that kind of insanity. A lot of artists have kind of spoke about this before through painting and film, and I think it's just about sort of tapping into the kind of more irrational side of consciousness, of psyche, and kind of trying to liberate yourself. And I think that's what the song's about, really. And I think ultimately everyone really wants that. They want to be completely free, but not everyone can do that. And I think maybe a bit of insanity is probably a good thing.
Well, maybe indeed. Okay, well,
as long as you don't go too far, obviously.
Of course. Well, the proof
I don't know if I've described that very well. But yeah.
Well, you made it, mate. So if you're not describing it well, I don't think I can do any better.
That's true.
Anyway, this is Gabriel Curran, aka Allflaws, and this Escape Insanity.
I've lost a part of my mind,
going crazy.
It's kept me incarcerated.
Going crazy.
I've lost a part of my mind,
Going mad.
It's kept me incarcerated. I'm going insane to be free, to see the world differently. I'm losing my mind to be free, to see another reality. Ostracized, lobotomized, I'm the freak that's kept inside. But it doesn't matter where you are, cause in your mind you travel far. Going deeper, going further, going deeper. It don't matter. I've lost a part of my mind that's kept me incarcerated. Cause now I'm free to fly with my wings laced in acid. I'm going mad to be free now, cause this is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm going mad to be free now, cause this is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm going mad to be free now, cause this is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm losing my mind to be free now, cause this is how it is on the dark side. Hey, lost a part of my mind,
Going crazy.
that's kept me incarcerated.
Going crazy.
I've lost a part of my mind,
Going mad.
just kept me incarcerated. I'm a liberated entity, flee from my psyche. Emancipated, running wild in the jungle of psychosis. I'm out of mind, out of time, out of sync, out of rhyme, out of rhythm, out of tune. These rules are for slaves. I'm going mad to be free now. This is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm going mad to be free now. This is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm going mad to be free now. This is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm losing my mind to be free now. This is how it is on the dark side. Hey, lost a part of my mind,
Going crazy.
it's kept me incarcerated. I've lost a part of my mind,
Going mad.
it's kept me incarcerated. I love it here, there is no fear, the demons dressed as clowns. Laughing with me, laughing at me, the lunatics are winning. Dancing high in the purple flames, getting twisted, getting strange, going mad to gain salvation. I'm going mad to be free now. This is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm going mad to be free now. This is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm going mad to be free now. This is how it is on the other side. Hey, I'm losing my mind to be free now. This is how it is on the dark side. I've lost my mind, but I found freedom. I've lost my mind, but I found freedom.
Allflaws, Escaping Sanity. Now, do text me in and let me know what you think of Gabriel's work. I'm sure he'd be delighted to hear what the listeners think. I mean, I would heartily recommend the website, because not only has he recorded the tracks, obviously, he's very kindly and very professionally laid out all the lyrics, so you can check out what his thought processes were when he was writing the stuff. And also,
an insane man.
Yes, and also there's some really insane video footage as well, which are purpose made, which I'm going to ask Gabriel about in a second. I was actually playing the Escaping Sanity video earlier. I have to admit, I do love it to bits. I do. Top stuff. So tell me, how did it all come about with making videos to go with the songs? Because you managed to get that done on the cheap, or invested a bit of money?
Well, basically, it was a kind of connection I had in Bristol with someone, and what we did is we decided they were a filmmaker, and they still are, called Swankoid Films. It's quite a strange name, but it stands out. And it was just trying to get the whole audio and visual connection going on, because obviously you got the medium of the internet. So I started working with Swankoid Films, and it was just a kind of a real interaction between us.
And they've done all your videos today?
All the videos are done by Swankoid Films, and I'd sort of be there coming out with the ideas, kind of like an art director kind of thing going on with me, from my side. And it was just trying to get something which was kind of strong visually, and a real kind of interpretation of the sound.
Definitely.
And there's a lot of detail.
Definitely
and
evokes. I mean, for me, watching the video, and I hope people, when they go to www.allflaws, I'll spell that for you, ALLFLAWS, flaws as in you're flawed as a person, not flaws as in vinyl flooring, for example.
That would be a terrible name.
You'll probably go to a completely different website selling you tiles.
Maybe that's my new career, actually, in the future.
I wouldn't bet on it, mate. I wouldn't bet on it. But the videos bring the songs to life. Not that they need bringing to life, but you can really see what's going on. And joking apart, there's a real dark underbelly to your stuff, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people know me as a friend or whatever. They're quite shocked when they see, or they're quite surprised when they hear the lyrics and they see the videos. I think it's just another facet to your personality. I mean, I'm quite comedic, really. I'm a bit of a, I like to joke around, have fun, and all that sort of stuff. So when they see the videos, it's quite a surprise. But I think, it's good to kind of explore different parts of your personality. And I've always liked dark music. I mean, my parents, they've always into quite melancholy, quite minor chord kind of music. So I think that kind of inspiration has kind of filtered into me.
So what are you listening to on your MP3 player stroke iPod stroke whatever it is you listen to?
I'll tell you what, Neil, I don't really listen to anything which is completely current. I mean, like a lot of my favourite band, I would say my favourite most biggest influence is probably 9 Inch Nails, and that was actually introduced by my father, actually. We went out for a few beers. He goes, "Son, listen to 9 Inch Nails," and also bands like Pink Floyd as well. So and obviously the Bristol kind of music as well. But even bands like Radiohead, Nirvana, all that sort of stuff.
They all had their dark moments.
Yeah, so it's
lots of them.
Yeah, so it's that kind of mood, and I think that's kind of sort of passed into me, and I've kind of there's something about that, so I find it very captivating and more intriguing to listen to. That sort of sound, it's got more depth to it to me.
This brings us to a natural segue, because I always I love that word.
That's
it's only used
in a poet.
It's only used in the radio industry, and it just basically means a link into something,